yet, Sheriff?
We're here. Compound's just below. Oh my Jesus.
What's going on, guys? This is Bill from AchievementLand, and I'm here with my achievement completion review for Far Cry 5. I just finished the game today, and it actually just came out today. So I wanted to give some my review of this game, go over the achievements, the whole completion, and give you some tips to make it easier. This is an awesome game, I'm sure you guys know. But I'm going to show you what it's about, and I'm going to show you how to go through this game with ease. So here we go. We got Far Cry 5, the next installation of a great series. Open world greatness, vehicles, animals everywhere, so much to do, and it's a great game. So you probably want to know about the achievements in this game and the completion. It's actually a pretty easy completion. Of course, you know, most Far Cry's are, except for the older ones. But 3, 4, 5 Primal, they're all easy. This one actually does have multiplayer in it. They call it arcade mode. There's two different types of arcade mode. There's solo co-op, and there's also a multiplayer where you have to go, and there's a 6-player minimum to play. We'll go over the multiplayer stuff later on. But anyway, so this game, it breaks down to 3 different regions: John's region, Faith region, and Jacob's region. And those are the 3 bosses. You have to build up the resistance points, and you have to fight them, and then end up killing them. And then after you kill them, you get to go against the father. So the story, in my opinion, like, I like the premise of the story and stuff like that, but there's parts of the story I think were kind of like meh. I wasn't that big of a fan of the story. I mean, there's people been going back and forth on both sides, you know, saying it was a great story, saying it was not that good of a story. For me, I think it was okay. It had a cool premise, you know, it's nicely set up, but you'll see there's a lot of like stuff with hallucinations, and I don't know. I don't like when it gets too far-fetched. I wish it was like more realistic, but you know, it is Far Cry. They do that a lot, but so I don't really care that much about the story. The gameplay is all that really matters to me, and the gameplay is freaking awesome. It's so much fun. You got this open world map. Now you can go around and open it up. That shows you the animals here. There's fish. You got to hunt and fish in this game. All these little blue dots, those are places you can fast travel to. When they're white, that means you haven't gone there yet. You just have to land there. There's garages, vehicles, helicopters. Now you can always fast travel to these. Whenever you fast travel, you can pick airdrop or travel. Travel just brings you there. Airdrop drops you in the air. The airdrop actually works really good if you want to go somewhere that you haven't been yet. So you can like airdrop to the place next to it, and then, you know, skydive or whatever, use your wingsuit and fly over to it. I recommend buying a helicopter as soon as possible. Save up money and buy a helicopter that has weapons on it. This is the menu. You'll be going here a lot. I'm gonna go over it more in a little bit, but for right now, let's go over the helicopters. You should buy a helicopter as soon as you can. The basic ones don't have guns on it. This one, if you pre-order, I think, or if you have the Gold edition, one of the better editions comes with the helicopter. So if you have that, you're gonna have this awesome one at the beginning. If not, you're gonna have to save up some money and buy one of these. Now you can get some money. It's not that easy to get money, but you can get money. It won't take that long if you just focus on it. You know, like, I recommend looting as much as you can. Like, whenever there's dead bodies, loot them. Get that money. You want to get as much money as you can. You could sell stuff. You can go fishing and sell the fish. Once you get better rods too, you can catch fish so easily. So there's ways to get money, and you know, I'm gonna go over that. And I don't know, I might do another video about some other more tips and go into more stuff. But right now, I just want to say, make sure you get a helicopter that can shoot as soon as possible. It will be a lifesaver. You can liberate all the areas very quickly. I mean, normally when you go into liberate a place, you have to go in and you have to be very quiet, and you know, you don't want to set the alarms off, and you have to kill all the guys, and if the alarms do go off, then more guys come, and it's a pain. When you go in with a helicopter, you can very quickly liberate a place, and I'm going to show you right here. Now this is a place that needs to be liberated, you can tell, and I'll show you how to find these very easily too in a little bit. But real quick, whenever you go here, you look for the alarms and shoot them with your rockets and blow them up. You'll see at the bottom left it says all alarms disabled. Once you see that, you're good. Then after that, you just have to go around and pick off the people, whoever's left, and then you'll have the place liberated. So I'll also make it easier. Now you're gonna have specialists that you can pick to bring along with you. At first you can only bring one. Later on you can upgrade and get two. You have guys that you can find around that you can bring with you, but also you'll have the specialists that are people you'll do missions for, and you'll unlock them, and they have better abilities. Like the dog. The dog can actually spot nearby enemies that will tag them, so they'll you can see them easier. They'll have the red thing over them. And there's also him. He flies around the sky. Later on you'll have enemies coming from helicopters and planes shooting you, so having him patrol the skies is really good. I usually have the dog and him a lot of times. When hunting, you can go with her. She's really good at if you see something you need to kill, you can zoom in and you click either left or right on the D-pad. That's either picking one or the other. So you say she's on your right side, you press right on the D-pad and she'll go and kill it. Or if you press left and the dog's on the left, he'll go after it. It works like that. But there's all different ones. There's a bear, and there's also the lady with the helicopter. So it's really cool how they add those in. Also, you got the perks. For the achievements with the perks, you don't have to unlock them all. You only have to unlock half of them. But it's good to unlock as many as you can anyway. It makes it easier, and it also makes the multiplayer easier, because you'll see a lot of the perks will say for arcade. Also works in arcade mode. So that's arcade is multiplayer as well. So now we have the challenges. There's achievements tied to challenges, but you don't have to do them all. You only have to do the hunting and the fishing. But you want to do challenges as soon as possible. You want to work on them all the time. You get them for killing with certain weapons, so just go through the different weapons. You keep unlocking perk points, and then you can unlock more perks. So just keep doing these. Do as much as you can. A lot of them are very easy. You got things you can consume. The wingsuit distance. Play with a co-op for an hour, and then you get total kills with each of the different specialists. It's only like 4 kills most of them. Some are in 10, but it's so quick and easy. You can get a lot of perks very quick in the game. And then animals with hunting, you have to go around and you have to skin them. It's usually like skin like 2 or 3 of them. Some of them, the more rare ones like the hares, are 1. It's not too hard to do this. There is online videos now. It shows you where all the animals are. But as you go around in the game, you'll see signs in the road that show you where they are. You'll also see magazines in houses that show you their place on the map. So just keep your eye out for that. Going through the missions, there's story missions, side missions. You don't have to do all the side missions, or you don't even have to do all the story missions. There's also the prepper stashes. Not all of them are going to show in here. You'll see them mostly on your map, and then once you go to them, then they'll open up. So prepper stashes are awesome to go to. They give you a lot of money. They give you perk points, so do as many of those as you can. When you're out in the world, always look for people that have these icons over the head. If they have just a regular exclamation in a box, they usually tell you about places of interest. If you don't have all the liberation places unlocked, they'll usually show you where they are. Like this one, now the cult outpost, now I know where it is, so I can go there and I can liberate it. Also, you'll see them with diamonds over the head, like this. This is a win-win right here, a double win. This guy, you'll see hostages around too, so this guy was a hostage, so I'm going to go save him. And there we go, I just got resistance points, plus 50. So you have to build up those to fight the bosses in each area. So that's that, and also now I can talk to him, and he's also going to give me a prepper stash mission, which, like I said before, you want to do these, as much as you can. You get a lot of money from them. Well, not that much. You get like 1,000 or 2, but in this game, a couple thousand's a lot. And also, you get 3 perks every time. So it will show you where they are. Also, you'll see in the map all different stuff. There's shrines you can blow up. There's also collectibles in this game, but it's very easy to get the collectibles in this game. You only have to get 1 of each type, and there's only 6 different types. You can actually buy maps for them if you do the right missions. There's YouTube videos on how to find those people to get the missions. But if you go through here, if you're looking at the weapons and stuff like that at the bottom, if you do have them all, you can buy the maps. But these are the different types of collectibles. You have the baseball cards, the bobbleheads, the vinyl crates, the lighters, the comic books, and the barrels. The barrels are all underwater. So most likely if you have 5 of them and you're missing one of them, it's probably the barrel. This is the weapons too. They actually have like prestige weapons you can buy. They cost a little more, but they're pretty cool. You can customize the weapons too. You can add on different silencers and extra magazines and stuff like that. These prestige ones you can't customize as much as the regular weapons, but yeah, there's all different types of weapons. There's melee, pistol, shotgun, all this stuff, and you can do pretty cool customizations. You can put silencers on like everything. You can buy some like flame shotguns and stuff. So there's some pretty cool weapons to go through. I'm not going to go through all of them now. You do have to fully upgrade one of the weapons though. You have to buy all the customizations, which doesn't cost that much. And there's also another achievement for spending 50,000 for vehicles. So if you want to do that, you can actually get the money and then just hit the save before, and then buy, 50,000 worth, pop the achievement, then quit the game, dashboard, and then come back in, and then you can have your money still, so you can go crazy on some guns if you want. Or you can just buy a bunch of vehicles like I did anyway. There's planes, helicopters, ATVs, jet skis, and the whole nine. So it's up to you. Now, the achievement that's going to take the most time is the hunting and fishing stuff. You'll see all the challenges what you have to do, but you have to find out where they are. There's not that many to kill. It's not that bad. The fishing is more the work that takes the longest. You have to catch all the fish, but there's actually another achievement that's tied to it, and you might want to work on that first instead of going for the fish, because you'll do two birds with one stone. The achievement is for getting all 4 of the different types of fishing rods, and you can get the first one just by going to any place where there's fishing. They're all over the place. You just pick it up. Then you can go to the store and you can buy another one for 800. Then there's a third one where you do a mission and you have to catch a big fish, and then this girl gives you a third one. And then the fourth one, you actually get an achievement, and then you get the fourth one. And to do this one, you actually have to go around and you have to catch the biggest fish around. You have to break the records for all the fish. It's not that hard. There's 4 different trouts. You just catch the biggest trouts, and then that covers all the areas. And then there's a couple different fish for each region. There's bass, sturgeon fish, and salmon. And you just have to go to the different areas. It will say like hard, bass hard, stuff like that. And that's where you go and you can catch the fish. Now there's a board in different areas too, mostly in like the main areas. Then there's also region-specific fish. Now you can go to some of the areas and they have the boards on here. You can see once you have a ribbon, that means you have it. The ones on the right are the region-specific. There's bass, salmon, and the sturgeon fish. When you look around and you see the fish areas, you'll see sometimes they'll say hard next to it. That's where you find the ones that are that will be the record ones, so you can catch the bigger ones. You just want to make sure you use the right lure. Now the other thing is hunting as well. Hunting isn't that bad. It's just finding certain spots. There's plenty of guides out now that will make it a lot easier. But fishing is more of the new thing, so let's go over the fishing. It's not that bad. You just cast your line out there and then you reel it in, and then you stop, and once it gets on, you hit R trigger to hook them on, and then you just want to go the opposite way of the fish and just pull them towards you and reel them in. I didn't really have that much trouble fishing. There was only like one fish. That was one of the sturgeon fish that it was like taking forever to get the right size one. And I think it was because I was using the wrong lure. So just make sure you use the right lure. So I'm going to go over that as well in a minute. I'm going to show you the weapon wheel and how to pick the lures and the fishing rods. This one, I was going for the rock bass here, and I had to get over 3-pound rock bass. So I just kept catching them. The thing that's good too is that you can sell them and make some money. And there's also an achievement for selling 20 fish. So, it works hand in hand. I also wanted to go over the basic mechanics too. You have the weapon wheel. You hold L bumper, and then you can go around. You can pick different weapons. Upgrade and get more weapon slots as soon as possible. You can hold melee weapons over there. Just hit right and left. You also have your throwables at the bottom. You can craft them, which I didn't even realize till later on. Try to craft as much as you can, because you're going to be picking up a lot of stuff and you're going to be full all the time. If you craft, then you can, you won't be wasting anything, and you won't be wasting money on buying them, and you can keep picking up more stuff. Now, if you hit our bumper, you can go to your utilities. You have different stuff here. You get a repair torch you can repair. You got the stuff, a lot of stuff I didn't even use. I didn't even use a lot of things, consumables. Only one for an achievement. There's one where you have to punch, you have to kill a bison with a melee, and you also have to punch a bull. So at the bottom, there's the one that makes you stronger, furious. If you use this, it makes it a lot easier. You could just go and punch a bull and punch a bison and get the achievement for each one. Always loot the animals too. It's good to have their skins you can sell, and you also get bait that you can throw to call in animals to help you out. Like if you're liberating, you can, just like in the old games, throw bait and then have a lion or something, not lion, but bear and stuff come. Alright, so let's go over the arcade mode now. So there's two different things, like I said. There's solo and co-op, and there's multiplayer. Solo and co-op, you play solo if you want. You just do these random types of missions. You do the ones that Ubisoft made. Do it in Arcade Hero, because there's an achievement tied to it. They're pretty fun. They're just like, it's pretty much almost the same as the regular game, but killing until they're gone. There's just different types of modes and stuff like that. It also has the shop in here, the same shop as that's in the main game. Now the multiplayer needs a certain amount of people to start. You could do private. I don't know if you can unlock achievements in it though. So this is the solo and co-op. It's just missions where some of them it's just like kill somebody and get an escape, or kill every guy. You have to play a certain amount or win, I forgot what it is, and you also have to level up. The good thing is though, even if you die, you still get experience and you level up. You have to get to level 20. You can get XP in both modes, in solo co-op and also in the regular multiplayer. For some reason, I was level 20 and my level went back to 1. I don't know why. So you might want to just go and get it all done in one, as you're playing online and doing stuff. Just get it done with. But anyway, this is the online mode. It doesn't take that long to complete it. The thing is that you might actually want to do a session to get the achievement on this, because it can be a pain just for the one achievement where you have to win 10 games on a featured map. There's only 6 featured maps. When you can look at the maps, go to browse maps and just change the settings to featured. It will show you the 6 different matches. It's like Arctic and Abandonment and all that. You'll see them, and once you win 10 matches on a featured map, then you'll get your achievement. And the other one is just kill 100 guys, which is not hard at all. So that's the multiplayer, and that's pretty much it, guys. The only other thing I wanted to go over too is you have to kill a certain amount of planes while in a helicopter or a plane. Do that as early as possible as you can, because once you liberate all the places or finish the game, there's not going to be that many planes around, and not going to be around a lot of bad guys around. So any of the achievements that you have to do with bad guys, like distracting them by throwing the rocks, do it as early as possible. And also, like I said, do these shipwrecks as early as possible too. You get 3 perks every time, and you get a bunch of money. It will help you out. And also, if you didn't know, you can change the difficulty of this game to easy. It doesn't affect achievements. Probably should have said that earlier, but sorry, I just remembered. But that's going to be it, guys. I just wanted to go over this game. I really did enjoy this game a lot. I love Far Cry. It's one of my favorite. I only have to say is I wasn't that pleased with the story. I liked the story premise. I know I said before, but I just want to go over it again. There's just some part of the stories I just didn't like that much. I didn't like the boss fights that much. They weren't that memorable. I thought they were kind of meh. They weren't that great. I didn't think the end of the game was that great. The beginning of the game was really good. The way it built up and everything, I really liked that. I wish more of the game was like that. I wish it was more real and not so far-fetched, some of the things with the hallucinations and stuff. But anyway, I don't care that much about the story. The gameplay is what matters to me, and the gameplay is fun, and you can do a lot of cool stuff in this game. As you can see right now, I have my person that I have rolling with me. They're flying the helicopter above me, and I'm grappling below and just hanging on. And this is actually an NPC that's flying the helicopter. That's my, you can, like I said, your specialist. You can tell them to go places. So I'm hanging on below and I'm telling her to go over there and fly around. It's even better in co-op, but unfortunately, you don't get a lot of the achievements if you play co-op, so you might want to play co-op after you beat the game. But that's going to be it, guys. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope this video helps you out in any way possible. But that's it, guys. Thanks so much. Stay tuned for more videos here at AchievementLand.